Now, Ryan Neser.
What's up, DC? How we feeling? All right, yes. I don't even have to warm you guys up. You're ready. What a beautiful crowd. Welcome. Clap if it's your first time coming out to the Improv. Welcome. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. We're gonna tell some jokes. It might get dirty. It's gonna make you laugh. That's it. Bottom line. Anybody drinking? Who's drinking tonight? Yeah. Who's getting drunk? Who's gonna get drunk tonight? This specific girl. Okay. Do you like white guys? Yes. Do you like married men? Is that okay? Deal breaker. Thank you guys for coming out. My name is Ryan Neser. We have a great show lined up for you. Everybody on the show, I love. They're hilarious. We're gonna have a good time. Are you with me on that? We're gonna have a good time, right? Yes, we are. Anybody here married? Anybody married? Hell yeah. He said yeah like his dog just died. How long have you been married? No, you're not gonna say it. Okay. I just got married 2 weeks ago, guys. I just got married. Thank you. Thank you very much. I had to, I didn't have to prepare her for anything. She knew a lot about me. I had to prepare her for my family. Because my family's crazy. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Instead of saying, oh, wow, I love her, great, she said, you know it's customary to spend 2 months' salary on the ring. I was like, what? That's a custom in this country? That's kind of disgusting, but I love her. I'll do 4 months' salary. And I'm unemployed, so it's like, easy math. 4 times 0 is, yes, we will use your grandmother's wedding ring. You are brilliant, baby, and I love you. My mom is a character. She's a real firm believer in the phrase, it's all about who you know. Have you heard that? You've heard that before. It's all about who you know. And I know this because she's constantly just walking around asking people if they know Jesus. I'm like, Mom, there's no way all these people know you're Gardner. That's ridiculous. And she gets mad. She really gets mad. She's like, don't joke about Jesus. In my church, we consider Jesus our friend. Jesus is my friend. I'm like, I watch you. I don't think Jesus is your friend at all. You're clearly just using him to get to his dad. Church crowd's out tonight. That's cool, guys. We'll be all right. You know what? I just jumped into the jokes. I have something on my mind, and we're here. I'm going to tell you guys about it. I had a seizure last week. I have epilepsy, but I haven't had a seizure in 15 years. So in my head, I kind of thought I was done. I thought I was done having seizures. Of course, the first thing I do is I go to the doctor. I'm like, what's up, man? I thought I was done with this. What's going on? He's like, epilepsy. You just can't shake it. So he's an asshole. That's fine. No, he's like, seriously, something had to change. Something in your daily habits, maybe your eating habits. Are you going to sleep at a different time? And well, I've been sober for 3 weeks. I need to get this new job, and I've been sober. He's like, stop right there. That means you stop smoking marijuana. I was like, yeah. He's like, that's it. We prescribe marijuana now in Colorado and California for epilepsy. I was like, holy shit. You should have to give me all of my co-pays back. Because I've been self-medicating for 17 years. I was like, the least you could do is write me a note. Give me a note saying it's okay to smoke pot. He's like, what? Who the hell are you going to give a note to like that? Your job? I'm like, no, my mom. She's been wrong for a long time, guys. Having a seizure is super embarrassing, too. You fall on the ground, you flop around. Everybody crowds around you. They want to see if you're okay. You wake up to strangers looking at you. But like I said, when I was 15 years ago, I was in middle school, which is the most embarrassing time of anybody's life already, but I've always been a really good bullshitter, so I've always been able to play it off. Every single time. I'd be at school, I feel a seizure coming on, I'd be like, oh shit, not at school, shit. Oh shit, y'all didn't know I'd be breakdancing at school today. You guys are wonderful, because that's dumb as shit. Thank you, you guys are amazing. But no, and like I said, I had to get my wife prepared for my family. And I think family's important, most important thing in life. That's why, recently, my dad was talking about it. My grandfather's getting really bad. He's 94. He can't stay at home by himself anymore. I was like, look, I'll move in to help take care of him. Now, I made this offer before I realized how racist he is. If I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, he's Donald Trump. I don't know. I can't put into numbers. And this is how I figured it out. We were watching a World War II documentary, and I'm looking over at him, and I could see that he's getting madder and madder and madder. I'm like, Granddad, what's going on? What's wrong with you? He's like, look, I was in World War II. We didn't call them Japanese ever. We called them Japs. I was like, why the hell would you ever call a Japanese man a Jewish American princess? It doesn't make sense, guys. And he like giggled at that, he laughed, so in my head I'm like, okay, he gets he's being racist and that's wrong. No, he was just laughing because he was super tickled to have 2 racial slurs for the word Jap. But I realized, like, taking care of him, this is great practice. Me and my wife want to have kids someday, and it's just like taking care of a child. I have to put him to bed at night, I have to feed him, I have to change his diapers, like, there's a lot of similarities. Except the other day we were joking around, and we were, like, arm wrestling, and he fell out of his chair. I was like, oh my God. That's the big difference between him and a kid. Because if he accidentally dies while I'm watching him, I'm probably not gonna go to jail. A lot of people love their grandparents in here. Fair enough, guys. No, but think about it. Like, the cops could get there, and he could have a pillow over his face. They'd be like, what the hell happened to him? I'm like, oh, him? He was 94. Oh, wow, he lived a long time. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Case closed. But I also realized, taking care of my grandfather, how to cure racism. So, you're welcome, America, I'll tell you. And it's simple, and I can't believe we haven't thought of this before, especially this generation. We just have to get rid of all old people. Just, okay, that's not specific enough. All the old white people, let's just... And everybody else that's left, every single person has to take a test. It's not multiple choice, it's not essay. Every question, you have 2 options. I'll give you an example. Question 1, option 1, Wu-Tang Clan. Option 2, Ku Klux Klan. You see what I'm saying? You get it wrong, you gotta leave. This country's changing, it is. Great example. Clap if you love baseball. Clap if you really like baseball. 20 years ago, this whole room, look, okay, clap if you're looking forward to football season starting. Baseball's not for everybody. I was thinking about this the other day. Baseball is a lot like racism. It is. Because if your dad doesn't teach you about it, chances are you're not gonna be that into it. It's a thinker. No, I get it. It's a thinker. You guys are amazing. And it's crazy that I got married too because my parents are complete. My parents got divorced when I was like 4. So the fact that I still believe in marriage is a big deal. And it's because they're opposite people. Like I told you, my mom's very Christian. My dad's complete opposite. Like my dad has always been more of a friend than a good father. Great example, when I was like 12, everybody at school was talking about sex, and I didn't know anything about sex. I was like, Dad, tell me something. I need to be educated a little bit. He's like, look, I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. The only thing you need to know about sex, make sure she gets hers before you get yours. Which is great advice for a 25-year-old man. I'm 12. I'm like, make sure she gets hers before I get mine. Like, are there presents involved during sex? Are there... He's like, no, an orgasm. I was like, oh, duh, flowers, okay. It's funny too. This is actually a nice. I like the mix of this room. Real quick, clap for your servers tonight. Take care of them tonight. It's okay. We clap for them. Make sure you tip them. And I'm gonna take a poll. This is a nice mixed crowd. Out of the white people in the room, clap if you do something to celebrate Black History Month. Okay. Okay, guys. That's okay. It's okay. That's completely fine. I celebrate, and you can steal this idea if you want to. I celebrate every year, and I actually do the same thing every year, and I only watch interracial porn. Clearly, that's a joke. Clearly, that's a joke. I had a young lady come up to me after a show one time. She's like, look, if you really want to celebrate Black History Month, shouldn't you just be watching, like, ebony porn, black porn? And I was like, no. Because Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, guys. That black and white people would come together. Maybe I took that too literally. I don't know. when I have longer sets, you can hear it in my comedy. I'm obsessed with women. And it's not a sexual thing. It's not a sexual thing at all. Like, I just want attention from women constantly. And I'm getting older. I want to be more self-aware. So I talked to my mom about it. I was like, Mom, why do you think that is? Why do you think I constantly crave attention from women? And I'll never forget, she looked me right in the eyes. She said, shut the hell up, my shows are on. Which I think is her way of saying, Ryan, there's some things you need to figure out on your own. You guys are amazing. Are we ready for our next comedian to come up here and rock your worlds?